Hey YouTube, this is lesson 5 of our market inception series, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the order flow mechanics of the forex market. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. All right, I'd like us to quickly recap on what we've learned so far in the series. In the first video, we talked about market makers and how they provide liquidity. So if you haven't watched that video, basically in the market, you have two different types of people generally who would be interested in exchanging currency. Either the person who wants to purchase a currency or a person who wants to get rid of a currency. Now, these people do not transact directly with each other. And if they want to exchange currency, there has to be a middleman, someone to facilitate the transactions between these two parties. This person is called a market maker. Now, when we talk about the provision of liquidity, basically what we mean is that when person A wants to get rid of a certain currency, the market maker will purchase this currency from the person who wants to get rid of it, right? And conversely, if there's a person who wants to buy a certain currency, the market maker will be able to sell to this person. Now, the price that the market maker purchases a currency from this person is called the bid. And then the price at which they're going to sell to the next customer is called the offer price. Right, excuse this ugly writing. Now, like any other business, these people have to make profit. And what they usually do, like any other business, you purchase at a lower price or the lowest price that you possibly can, and then you sell at a higher price, right? And the difference between the bid and the offer is called the spread. Okay. Now, in the second video, we talked about liquidity in detail. And I basically explained how prices are able to move in the market, or the reason why there's volatility in the market is because generally the liquidity that's available is less than the customer orders that are coming into that liquidity pool. All right. So basically, if you want to get more information or clarity on these two concepts, make sure that you watch those videos. But essentially, that's what we talked about. And this is a very essential or crucial part of what we're going to be discussing today, right? We're going to be diving deep into this idea over here and how you can visualize the transactions. Now, because market makers are in the business of buying and selling currency, it's only natural that, like any other business, they keep track of the inventory that's going out, the orders that are coming in, as well as the inventory that they're going to purchase. So, say for example, you own a supermarket, right? You want to keep track of your inventory and you want to keep track of the transactions that are occurring so that you know which products to stock next, to know which products are in demand. And keeping track of all of those transactions will help you as the business owner to make better decisions. So using this logic, you can understand that the market makers, as well as the large institutions or banks, have a similar system to track their transactions, to track trades. And the system is called an order book or a depth of market. It's a window that shows price levels in which people are willing to purchase or sell a specific stock. So it's an indication of liquidity of a particular security. Let's say you have customer A who has 50 USD. This is just an example, by the way. This is just for demonstration purposes, who has $50 or 50,000? Let me use a bigger number. Who has 50,000 worth of currency, right? And they want to sell this currency or get rid of this currency. You have a market maker who says, I'm willing to purchase all of them for 50 USD. So I'm willing to meet your ask price, right? Now he has 50 USD worth of stock, right? Obviously, he wants to charge a higher price of maybe 50,100 because of the nature of Forex. First of all, it's a large market. It has more customers than any other market. It's decentralized, meaning there are a lot of market makers. And because of the high competition, you also get a lot of market makers in the same game. Because there's a lot of market makers playing the same game, they'll obviously try to outbid each other. If you know anything about competitive markets, is that the business people who are in that market try to compete with each other through their pricing. So, for example, this could be their spread. There could be another market maker who is maybe willing to buy at a lesser price. Right, with a lower spread. And there are multiple offers and bids in the market. Now, as a customer, obviously, you don't see that, right? You don't see the people who are bidding. All of these bids are put in the liquidity pool and they end up being stacked on top of each other. What you see on your chart is called at the market or the best price, right? Behind that price is a lot of prices of people who are selling and people who are buying, and this is called behind the market. Now, when an order comes into a liquidity pool and it finds an order that it's matched with, that order is filled and is taken out of that liquidity pool. Usually within seconds, another market maker is able to place another transaction, right? Now, if an order is big enough, it's able to cut through the layers of the stacks of orders that are placed. Hence, you get movements in prices. You get what I'm saying? Now, if market makers obviously see that price is moving towards a certain direction, they will be more willing to change their orders to a certain direction. At the end of the day, what you need to think about is the fact that these people, right, are competing. And what are they competing for? Customer orders. How are they competing? By trying to outbid each other. And when an order comes into this liquidity pool and it's matched with the available liquidity of the available limit orders, orders are being taken out, right? And within seconds, another order can be placed, or else there's an imbalance. And your depth of market will literally look like this. So here, what you see is the sell side. So this is the sells. These are the buys. What you usually see at the top is the most expensive price that the market maker is willing to purchase. And this is the cheapest that they're willing to purchase, right? And this is the total amount of sell orders, the total amount of buy orders. Like I said, these are limit orders. For a transaction to occur, what has to happen? The order that's coming into the liquidity pool has to be matched with this price. And if the orders that are coming into this liquidity pool exceed the available liquidity, that's when you get a movement in price. But yeah, this is the general idea of the order flow mechanics. Hope this analogy made sense. And I hope that in future videos, we'll be able to dive deeper into it. But I just wanted to make this video short so that you can understand. And this is all I have for you guys today. See you guys in the next video.